Oh man, shut up. Didn't I say shut up? Bet that rooster will think twice before crowing tomorrow morning. Coffee's ready, guys. Let's start the show. Good morning, everybody. TGIF, how's everybody this morning? Hope everybody's well. Good morning, Betty. Good morning, Lion. How are you? Hey, Pump. How's it going? Hello, Heather. How are you? Good morning, Pinky. Let's see. Miss Pam is here too. Hello, sweetie. Did I get everybody? Admit's here as well. I know, because Admit was first. You get the cookie. How's it going? Cookie of the day. Let's put that up there. There we go. How is everybody doing this morning? And hello to all the lurkers. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, Pump, frost. Severe frost last night. I told you this is upstate New York. Could be summer one day and back to Christmas the next. Thank God it didn't affect any of the plants, so we're good to go. I usually caught the sun through my t-shirt walking pup star this morning. Oh, nice. Really, I am so. I know I'm having a French vanilla coffee this morning, guys. I was feeling a little French this morning. So how's everybody doing today? Everybody survived their week? I hope so. I think I did. I'm here. So something survived. Did I say hello? Good morning, Miss Betty. How are you today? So it's quiet around the house so far this morning. I was up early, wide awake. So I've been puttering around, getting ready for the show. Are you having a heat wave in the UK? No frost kill is good, at least. Yeah, we were concerned, because this is when the apple trees are starting to bloom and all of that. And they, you worry about that affecting, the apple harvest and stuff like that. Screws plants up, but we did okay. We did okay. Oh, Betty's having French vanilla too. Ah. Magnifique. So who knows? Like I said, it's supposed to be actually pretty comfortable for the next couple of days. And then it's gonna shoot right back up into the 80s. So I figured, even though it's supposed to rain this weekend, I'm gonna try to get something done outside before, the shit show starts. It's in the 50s, was yesterday 90. Oh yeah, see, we went through that the beginning of the week. It was just horrendously hot. Oh, I was dying. Made me so sick. But it's cooled down, and so it's better. I survived a week, but I don't know how I survived last night's shift. Oh, assholes mobbed up seam. Oh yeah, you're gonna have that. Always takes a few of those just to ruin the day, don't it? Spilt oil over the counter and me the floor earlier, cleaned, put mat and wash. My dog shredded the wool mat. The expensive. Oh, I know it's always the expensive one, isn't it? Good God. Or you have a brand new runner or something you put down in your house somewhere, and either the cat or the dog decides to get sick all over it. They have to christen it. That's what happens here. Yeah, moral stories don't spill oil. Exactly. Very dangerous. That reminds me of actually, I was talking to my husband the other day, reminded the days when it was like in the 70s where people used to put carpeting in their kitchens. And I'd be like, and even back then I thought, what are they, crazy? Carpeting in the kitchen. All you got to do is spill one thing on that carpet and it's ruined. So, like oil or, you spill spaghetti sauce or something like that. That's it. Instant stain, turns to crap. They weren't using their brains back then. Oh, and it was a big bottle. Oh, that sucks. That's terrible. Terrible cleanup. It's like the worst. That and like eggs. Oh, I hate it when I drop eggs on the floor. Picking up a big old snotty mess. It's disgusting. Our neighbors decided to have a loud drunken party, and we're still going at 1:06. Oh my God. And they were still going at 1:06 a.m. That's when I would have been yelling out the door. I have a tendency to do that. When it's an ungodly hour, and granted, they're having a good time, but turn it down, Other people have to get up in the morning and go to work, or, you're just sleeping. So it's not, yeah. We had that one time when we had young kids living next door to us. And they always pick the most inopportune time to have a party. And of course, get their windows open. We have our windows open. And it was, like midnight, 1:00 in the morning. They're still going loud as can be. And I finally had enough and stuck my head out the window and screamed to them to shut the F up. People are trying to sleep. Next thing I know, the landlord contacts me the next day and says, why didn't you say something about, how loud they've been? I said, well, I don't want to be a troublemaker. I said, but last night pretty much just, crossed the line. Needless to say, they got evicted. He wasn't going to put up with them keeping the neighbors up all night because they wanted to have a good time. That's one thing I have to say that, when I was a teen, me and my friends, we all had our good times just like anybody else, but we were always respectful of our surroundings. So when I got to a certain time, we were quiet. You could still have a good time and, keep it at a decent tone, so that, for one, not, bringing attention to yourself because, you're drinking, you're underage, you don't want to get busted. And then, two, you don't want to disturb somebody. When I was younger, I loved beach parties in the summer. Oh, see, now that's the best right there. You're not bothering anybody on the beach. Some people don't have respect. Yeah, they don't. And I don't, you don't mind them. I usually give them till midnight. Figure they're having a good time, give them to midnight. And after that, that's it. I'm yelling. 1 a.m. our parties used to start about that time. We would start early and go to 2. And then that's usually when all the bars would close. And then we would go to breakfast. Because there was places around here. Either you'd go to pizzerias or breakfast places like IHOP. They used to be around. We'd all go to breakfast. I had a party years ago and invited my landlady. There you go. That's how you do it. I don't begrudge anybody having a good time. Go ahead. But then when it gets, you got to think, okay, midnight. Yeah, people are sleeping. Let's turn the volume down just a little bit. So we can still have a good time and not piss people off. I can get them back at 10 a.m. with my own music, and we could plug in our bass guitar and my son on the drums and crank it up. There you go. Help them out with that morning hangover. Pinky. Tell them, hey, payback's a bitch. And nowadays, I barely get any sleep as it is. So yeah, I get pissed off when they're going to interrupt my whole good 2 hours of sleep that I get. I'm going to be a little cranky. So, and then there's a couple houses down from us there, that the people who bought it renovated it and turned it into housing for the college students, because we have a big college that's not too far from us. And the first time that they rented it out, holy crap, what a hot mess that was. These kids had a party, and I'm telling you, I am not kidding you. They must have had about 200 kids in that house. And it was loud. So everybody started calling the police. Well, the police start showing up. It was like watching cockroaches run. Those kids just kept coming, and they're all running. Holy crap, what a mess. And then after that, they've had several different groups of college kids there, and they've been very quiet, which is great. You know, the last group of them, they would have parties or barbecues in the yard, and it was never loud. They had a good time, but they were quiet. And then usually by 10, 11 o'clock, they were done and cleaned up, and everything was done and over. So we've looked out the last couple of groups of college kids. And I know we've been approached by 2 different people who want to buy our house and turn it into college housing. And I says, well, give it a few years. Because probably when I put the sign up for sale, that's who's going to buy it. Somebody that wants to gut the place, turn it into housing for the college kids. And shit, once I sell it, they can do what they want with it. So it works for me. The lawn needs mowing too. So yeah, there you go. Mow the lawn, do all that fun stuff. They love that when they have a hangover. And then if they start complaining, you just say, excuse me. Did I complain at 1 o'clock in the morning? Your turn. Our lawn needs mowing too. Thanks for reminding me. Well, I'm going to be doing a little landscaping changes around here. So I've got a lot of I have to recruit the kids, the nieces and the nephews. I got to call them up after they get out of school and say, hey, get over here. I got some heavy stuff that needs to be done. So I have these large river rocks, I might as well say boulders, that I have in my backyard that I want to transport to the front yard. And so I have to have my nephew come over and say, yeah, okay, come help Aunt Laura move these boulders. And the reason the boulders are going out front is because you guys heard me talk about, I have posts in the ground in the front yard with solar lanterns on them. And somebody ran one of them over one day. They pulled in my driveway and realized they were in the wrong driveway. So when they backed up over the pole. So I'm thinking, and I come home, I was furious. You knocked it right out. How fast were you going? That you knocked a 4x4 that was buried about a foot into 2 feet into the ground or so. I think I didn't break the lantern, but I was still pissed that they ran over the lawn, knocked the post out of the ground. I'm getting too old to be digging holes and putting stuff back. So I'm going to put a boulder there. So if they're going to hit it, they're going to hit the boulder too. Hello, Mrs. P. How are you? You're going to be lurky turkey this morning? That's okay. So then, yeah, gonna recruit the kids. Oh no, don't you tell me I'm having issues. Okay, that part's kind of working. Oh, good God, whatever. We'll roll with it. I have clovers all over my yard to get rid of. Do you know how to get rid of them? Deer. Get a herd of deer in there, Betty. They love clover. Only way I could think of is that you'd have to, oh geez, spray some kind of chemical on the lawn, but I don't know if you want to do that. Look at it this way, Betty. They're pretty. This just enjoy them. We have dandelions all over ours, and I don't mind that. We just mow over it. We also have like a field of those little, it's only on one side of the lawn, the little blue flowers. I don't remember what those are called. Little tiny, and it's like a carpet of little blue. So I always try to go around those in the spring because they're pretty. Don't remember what they're called. We also used to have lily of the valleys, but those just disappeared after a while. I want to see if I can get those and put those back in because they have such a lovely fragrance. I have find today it's warm today, so everybody here is losing their concentration at the end of midday. Well, because everybody wants to get out. It's the weekend. The weekend has arrived. Screw work. Roll me over in clover. Roll me over. Lay me down. Do it again. There you go. There you go. Oh, you have those too, Betty? You had a little. What are those little blue flowers? I forget what they're called. But they're so pretty, so I try not to mow over those. Then when they're gone, then I mow that section. No, keep the good mood. Oh God. Did you watch the mole sketch yet? Oh no, not yet. Not yet. I've been behind on stuff, so I've been trying to get caught up with everything else. I've got one more thing that I got to do for the magazine, so I got to get my good shit together and get. Is it Forget Me Nots? I'm not sure. Little blue flowers. So there you go. Pam says center of the clover. Around here, everybody just lets the deer eat them. But I will get to it, Heather. I will. I'm behind on waiting on stuff to come in shipping, and so I've been running up and downstairs checking on the porch, and it's just I've got just too much going on. There's only me. Maybe that's it. Bluebells. I know they're just little blue flowers, and it's like a big cluster of them on one side of the lawn. They just showed up. I never planted them. They just showed up. So I said, oh, we'll keep those. Those are pretty. But I do miss the lily of the valleys. We had them in the alleyway between our house and the neighbor's house. And of course, it's my alleyway. But he was having repair done on the house. So he had one of his workers clear all the vegetation out of the alleyway so that he could do cement work. So that means there went the lily of valleys. There went the raspberry bush that was back there. I mean, I could have been an asshole and complained about it, but no. I figured, well, they'll grow back. The deer eat out back, not front. Oh, gee, you got to put a trail. Put a trail of clover, Betty, towards the front. And of course, isn't it? This is the holiday weekend this weekend for us, isn't it, guys? Memorial weekend, I think. So everybody's going to be at the cemeteries planting flowers. I got arrested by a tree, a special branch. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I suppose everybody's still over at Seg's live. He was still on, wasn't he? I had to leave, so I had to get this ready. Still in the uproar about that crazy lady who claims to be psychic, whatever. Just by looking at her, she's a grifter, and she's just profiting off of someone's sorrow. Shame on her, but that doesn't bother people like that. So there's not much you can do about it, except for just warn others, stay away from her. I have iris, lilies, roses, and other flowers. Don't know what they are called. He's still going. Yeah, that's what I figured. And I don't say anything when I'm in the chat. I just say, "Oh, I got to go," because I'm not gonna say, "Hey, everybody, and my show's starting in 5 minutes." That's just rude. I don't do that. So I figure when everybody's done, they'll pop in. Hey, girly, how are you? Happy long weekend. I'm late for my crap job. Really don't want to even go. So lurking at work. Now I'm here. Oh, okay. Well, just listen. We won't rant you out. Pretend that you're doing stuff. She outright said her channel was for entertainment in the latest. Exactly. I was going to comment, but I didn't. Uh, so right there, she just admitted she's an entertainment channel. So there you go. She blew her own whistle. Um, but that's what people like her do. I just don't get the ITC channels. I don't. And I know why people seek them out, because they're trying to have any kind of hope of communication with their loved ones. But it's terrible. It is terrible. Especially in that situation, what that woman did was crossing a line. If there is a line in that kind of situation, I think she crossed it, and she's getting what she deserves, a lot of backlash. And she admitted she's entertaining people. So she just put her foot right in it. Oh, Kayla Lilies seem to be self-reliant and come back every year. I know I'm gonna get some. Now that we can plant up at the cemeteries, I'm gonna go and get some rose bushes to put up for my mom. Chris, I'm gonna have to be careful because we didn't put the stone in yet. That's another thing we have to do. Beginning of next week, we're gonna visit a couple of places, see what we can come up with to get mom a marker. Yep, she got called on her nonsense and now is covering her behind. Oh, she's trying to. Yeah, she's trying to cover her behind, but it's insane. But people like that don't have any boundaries. They do what they do to collect the views and the paycheck. This is how she makes her living. And if she does any kind of private sessions, that's how she makes her living. That's why I could never do, I could never do readings for people for money, because it's just wrong. It's entertainment, and you're sucking money out of people who are desperate, and this is wrong. But people like that don't have any conscience. So excuse me. Hey, good morning, Steve. It's chilly here. Did you guys have frost? We had frost, Steve. It was 93 days ago, and then we had frost yesterday. Or last night, I should say. Guess I got to pull out the thermal britches again. I think it's only supposed to be in the 60s today. I'll take it. It's better than the 90s, because I hate having to run the air conditioning. I can't go to live, but I've watched Seg. Hey, good morning, Ace. Seg's video. I'm more disgusted she has roped her daughter in on the scam, exploitation, and another. Well, yeah, well, she's grooming her for the next, generation of grifters. Oh, you guys didn't get fROST? Yeah, we got fROST. Nothing that caused any damage, thank God. I hope you're well this morning, Ace. But yeah, she's she dug her own hole. Now she's she's got to crawl her way out. It's sad, but whatever. To each his own. Now myself, I've been playing around with well, not playing around. I've been doing testing on the Spirit Talker app, and every day I've been doing non-interactive testing where I just run the app and see what words pop up and what kind of repetition that they come up in. Trying to see what the cycle is and what it does. And it's amazing. I'll be sitting here working on the miniatures and I have this thing running, and the stuff that it spits out, a few of them were kind of actually said my name. I'm like, oh, okay. But it said a whole bunch of things that I've been documenting for these last few days just to see what it comes up and what kind of repetition the app plays. And it should be interesting to see what I come up with. Happy weekend to you too. Got any good plans, Ace, for the weekend? Me, yard work, landscaping. That's the plan. Whether I get it accomplished, I don't know. That's the hope. I need to get it done before the heat wave comes back. Otherwise, it's not happening. And my husband goes, well, you're just going to have to suck it up. I said, well, no, I can't suck it up. It makes me sicker than hell. So that means I'll be sitting under an umbrella in a chair telling everybody else what to do. Let me step outside my comfort zone, try a dad joke. Man walks into a bar. Ouch. Yeah. Yep. Have to run. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. Okay, Steve, are you out on going to take off on an adventure? If you are, we'll catch it. If you go live, have a great weekend though, Steve. I put my hibiscus tree out, and then the dang wind blew it all the leaves. Oh God, yep. Got to weight it down. Oh, Ace is staying home for the weekend. Gonna lounge and relax. That's all right too. It's interesting to hear how your testing is going, Laura. Yeah, I thought it was, like I said, I was just, because I never usually play around with those things, but I still have it on the phone. I haven't used it since I went to that one residential over a year ago. So I said, well, let me try a little interactive action with this thing. Just let it run, see what it comes up with. And there's pretty interesting things that usually you get one or two words, but I've been getting like full sentences or so it's interesting. I'm just gonna keep documenting and see what I come up after I do it for a few days. And then I'll share it with you guys. I'll put it out there. It's pretty cool. Because there's still a lot of groups and channels that use the applications, and I know a lot of them do it just for fillers or just to test it out. So I figured, why not sit here in the house, let it run, And it's come up with some pretty interesting comments. You could tell that the wind, it will have to answer to me if it keeps upsetting Sweet Betty. Oh, you get it. I always, if I put anything out, usually I used to take all my house plants and put them outside for the summer. And I haven't done that in a while. Usually in my palm tree, I have a palm tree I usually stick out there. But I have it on a plant base that has wheels on it. I roll it out the door and then I weight it down because that used to get blown over. I took any apps. Oh, you take care too, Ace. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Any of the apps that spooky sounds right away. This was, well, it not spooky. What it's doing is the first day that I did it, it actually was saying how it liked what I was doing and it was enjoying hanging around. Oh no, she's here. She must have known. It must have been on the security cameras that I was streaking across their lawn. Good morning, Leanne. How are you? So whatever is supposedly hanging around the house that was communicating supposedly through the app was saying that it enjoyed hanging out and they were all around me. I wasn't getting any of the usual, demon or evil stuff right away. Laura, are you back on Leanne's? I can't help myself. I just can't help myself. I love to tiptoe through the prickers. She is here. She's awake. Everybody, be afraid. Be very afraid. And to be honest, the first time that I ever did use that app, I hardly got anything on it. The last few days that I was just letting it run and letting it do its thing and not interacting, I'm not talking to it, nothing. It's spewing out a list of stuff, but there hasn't been anything that's been repetitious so far. So we'll see. Oh, sorry, Betty. May God be my witness. If I win the lottery, I'm going to pay for a mob of us to go to Leanne's and party on her lawn. We all have to get together, strip down, and run across the yard. But we're going to have to be quick because she can take pot shots at us. Beware, I sleep during lives. You were just checking your eyelids for cracks. That's what you were doing. I know. Sometimes you got to do that maintenance. Leanne was Team Rewatch. The interview was very good. I've gotten stuff on Spirit Talker and GhostTube. Yeah, so I think I have both of those. I've never taken them off the phone, but I haven't used the Spirit Talker in, like I said, over a year. And I was going through my phone. I said, you know what? Let me just turn this on and let it run while I'm sitting here in the quiet, working on the miniatures and see what comes out. And I thought it was strange that it said my name in the list. My name never comes up. So that was interesting. But then a few other things were pretty interesting that, I marked and took note of. And I have it in a book. I can get the book out. My fingers aren't working this morning. Yeah, she was checking her eyelids for cracks, so she was all right. She was poor thing. She was exhausted. Let me see here. I get the first one. My fingers might want to work at some point today. I use the spirit box. Apparently, my ghost walked 500 miles to Amarillo and told me the weather. Hey, there you go. You've heard your mom and your son's voice and laugh. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. I'll say a couple of things on here. I said keep the camera on. And then on there it says one of them was we keep talking. It told me not to trust the bad ones, so there might be bad ones around somewhere. Let's see. Just visiting, not haunting. Now, isn't that strange? That one was strange. Like I said, it mentioned my name, and then a couple other names. And then there was one that said, I passed peacefully. Now, that one kind of hit home a little bit with me. And the only reason is because, of my mother. So that one I was a little shaken by, but I take it for what it's worth. It's an application. So, and then it said we're still here, stuff like that. So it was pretty interesting. Also, we enjoy the company, stuff like that. So nothing that was too off the wall. But then, like I said, I've been doing it for the last few days, and I'm just documenting what it's saying. I mean, even though it keeps a record of it on the phone, I wanted to write it all down so that I could check to see, okay, what was being repeated. You've heard your name said when no one was there before, haven't you? Yes, I have heard my name when I've been by myself. So I don't know. Maybe something is going on with this thing. I've gotten about 10 to 20% accuracy on Ghost Tube. Really? Well, like I said, these things never shoot out my name, and this one did. The first night I had it on, it shot out my name. But like I said, then after that, it was like 6 or 7 things down, and then it said I passed peacefully. And I'm thinking, oh, what the heck is that? So I don't know. Happy and sad at the same time. Exactly. I asked my son if he was at peace and was here also. That makes it more interesting. Yeah, see, like I didn't say anything. I didn't react to anything. I just looked at it and I just let it keep rolling. And I came up with an interesting list. Like I said before, I'd get nothing off of those things. But the last few days, it's been just spitting out a bunch of stuff. I got new to say I felt something touch me, but I felt calm. You could put your own words into the ghost apps. Yeah, you can. That I don't even know how to do that. I've never dug into. I mean, and I know they'll run on word banks, but like I said, I never had any of them say my name. They always say some kind of obscure name and stuff like that. And it's usually, demon and this, that, or the other thing. I didn't get any of that so far. Now, there was one there on the next day. One of the things was that it's been here for 400 years. And I'm thinking, whoa, okay. That's a long time to be hanging around, isn't it? And that they love communicating, stuff like that. So again, I'm gonna roll with it for a few days, see what it spits out, and just document all of it. Some apps you can, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'd have to look through it. See, you probably can on this one too, but I just never played around with any of that. Apps never say dude or bro. I know, really. Hey, TARDIS, good morning. I haven't heard from my hubby yet. I hear walking in my bathroom and hall. Oh. Betty, have you ever thought about just putting a recorder back there and let it run? You might be able to pick up the sound of the walking, and then maybe you could pick up some kind of voice. That would be interesting. Pretty sure the scammers all put the demonic stuff in. Oh, I know, because no matter who uses them, you watch the shows, and they use it. Oh, demon. Oh, this, that. Oh, and it's give me a break. And usually it's just one word, but like I said, I've been getting like full sentences, which I thought was okay. But see, again, I don't know the history of this app, so I don't know if that's something that it does. I haven't talked with anybody else that's used it, so. And there's a few people out there that use it when they do an investigation. I mean, I don't use them during investigations, but I probably should turn it on just for the hell of it to see what happens. Way back in about 2003, my son and I walked to a local corner shop. On the way, we both heard the voice say Ray. Then, at virtually the same spot on the way back, we both heard it again, and nobody was there. Oh, that's wild. Spirit Box is a good name for a nightclub. Yeah, I know. There's orb in there. I would put a recorder in there. Okay, you'll do that tonight. Yeah, put a recorder in there, and just let it run, and see if it picks up anything. Stark is enjoying himself, trying to get all the attention. Good morning, Stark. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Leanne's cats like to get into trouble. See, they wait until that, and they like to kitty call me. Her cats called me on her phone the other day. It was hilarious. Which was pretty interesting because of all of the buttons they could have pushed. They happened to hit mine, and my phone rang. She goes, "It was the cat, not me." They wanted me to save them. Oh, my kitty's making biscuits on me. My cat's sleeping. She filled up on breakfast, and now she's passed out in her basket. I have only used GhostTube much. I don't really bother with them at home. It's quiet here. Well, like I said, I just was doing the miniatures, and I go, what the hell? Let me turn this on and see what happens. Because I don't usually mess around with it, and it's spitting out some interesting stuff. But again, I don't know. Is it going to be, even though I'm not interacting with it, is it still just going to, well, obviously probably just spit out random stuff. But some of it was kind of interesting. That's what, makes me question. Yes, the cats keep trying to call me. They're saying she's picking on us. Come over here. They're doing it as a distraction so they can grab her lunch. They figure, well, mom's not paying attention. If I call Laura, she'll distract her so that we could eat her sandwich. Last night, mine didn't want to sleep, doing zoomed and pulls sheets. Oh, geez. I was up till, I think, 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock. You know, it used to be I look forward to going to sleep. I don't anymore because it's just not, I'm not comfortable. I just can't get comfortable, stay comfortable. And then if I do fall asleep, it's like an hour and then I'm up again. Of course, I know what one of the problems is, and I just have to, I got to wait about 3 months before I can go buy a new mattress. That's part of the problem. But I got to wait. I got 3 months to go before I can go pay off other shit first. And then maybe it'll get better. I don't know. That's the problem when you always got to wait to get certain things, but that's cool. I'm all right with it. I have left it running and only got a couple of words when it first turned on. Apparently, that's normal. Okay, yeah. So this is spewing out a lot of stuff, and it's just running. And like I said, I'm not answering anything that it's saying or commenting. I just let it do its thing, and I've got like a whole sheet of stuff from each time I've had it running. I had it running for a little while last night. I didn't go over it yet. But in one part it says, the shadows are me. Let's see. Another one says you are supported. Oh, another was one that said I controlled this place. I said, hey, rock on, man. You control it, then you can pay the bills too. That's cool that you heard that. Very interesting. Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. So we'll see how it turns out. Because I was doing the white noise testing for a while. It was nothing. So I didn't even bother putting it on here for you guys because this is nothing. It was just white sound. That was it. Nothing come through. So, of course, like I said, I was using an old radio, and when I had the show with the guys, I'm saying that don't even bother with that because it's just not going to get what I'm looking for or any kind of result. And they're right because I've got nothing. I mean, I'll still play around with it, but I haven't gotten anything that is to report about. Just the staticky white noise sound. That's it. So we'll see what happens. Of course, I could, see if I'm going out to a cemetery, I could probably bring it and turn it on and see if anything's picked up through that. But if I go out today or at some point, like I said, I got to get working on my yard, both front and backyards, get them cleaned up. And if I head out to a cemetery somewhere, I'll just let it run and see what it says without commenting. Tell the ghosties to tickle the like button. Yes, please, tickle, tickle. I have a ton of orbs of different colors in my room. Looked up some of it says they're guardian angels, supposedly. Oh, well, good. For the English, I just said that comment in my head to the voice of Frank Spencer. Ooh, Betty. And I've thought about setting up stuff in my living room because it's usually where the dog freaks out. But if I set that stuff up, then I'm worried about the dog knocking it over and breaking it. And I don't know. I still might do that too. I don't, like I said, I don't want to do any kind of investigation in the house because it's quiet here. But if I'm just running recorder and see what it picks up would be pretty cool. But I haven't gotten to that either. I can tell you, the list is a mile long. And there's only one of me. My husband left early this morning for work. And of course, I know because he wanted to go find out the guy that he's working with. Oh my God, I feel so sorry for this guy. Yesterday, the truck he bought, a huge truck. It's a diesel 3500 Chevy, dually, heavy duty truck. He's only had it since October. Well, yesterday, the transmission and the engine blew up on him. I'm thinking, oh, you got to be kidding me. So, of course, needless to say, the guy wasn't very happy. Had to have the thing towed away. Found out it's going to cost him $27,000 to repair it. I said, come on, he's had it since October. There's got to be warranty. And I don't know. I said, maybe he should go out and buy like a heavy duty, like utility truck of some kind. Maybe because he uses the truck on the farm plus for the construction work. So, I mean, he really works it, but it doesn't have that many miles on it. And it's, like I said, it was brand new in October and it's already blown up. Christ's sakes, that's not good. Especially when you pay like $100,000 for a vehicle and it's only lasted like, 5 months? Something's not right there. Come on. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, my God. I know he must have been furious. And he's screwed because that's the only truck that he's got to do his construction stuff. So now he's got to either get something to use temporarily for hauling equipment and supplies and then get back to go, use on the farm. So I don't know. I told him, I said, he needs to go. We're Chevy people, but not for nothing because my husband gave me a dirty look when I said this. He needs to go get himself an old Ford truck, one of those old ones. I drove one of those in Missouri, one of the 350. This thing was huge, the hugest truck I've ever drove in my life. You needed a ladder to get into it, but I'm telling you, that thing was a workhorse, and it had over 100,000 miles on it and it was still going. It was a beast. So these newer trucks, they're garbage. Maybe he needs to got to find himself an old work truck. Yeah. I mean, you figure, okay, one or the other. No, both. Engine and transmission just blew up. So any other spirits could follow and cause all sorts of issues. Yep. I like not having weird things going on here currently. Well, you know what it is? You just don't have time for it. That's why I look at it. Or if something weird happens. Actually, my dad was telling me last night, the night before he was in bed, and he gets himself all tucked in, in the blankets and stuff. But he says he felt on the side where my mother usually slept, he felt like somebody was tucking him in, and he lifted his head up and he's looking around like, what the hell? So I told myself it must have been Mom making sure you were tucked in for the night. He said it only happened once. He goes, but it was really weird. Personally, I don't think anybody should investigate in their own home or anybody's home. If spirit exists, they must need a way to get into your existence, and I'm sure it wouldn't have a doorman. Yeah, well, see, that's what I figure. It's not good for me to do any investigating here because I might stir up something I don't want. And everything's cool here. Stuff happens every now and then, but it's nothing malicious or, so we just leave it nice. When you open that door, then you got to be prepared for what is going to come through. But yeah, that's why she's careful. Yeah, you got to be careful. So, I mean, if you're just going to put out a recorder and stuff and not interact with it, then that's fine because you're not instigating any kind of interaction. What if the ghosts are watching us thinking we're ghosts? Good question. People have said that before. Maybe they're in another existence and they're thinking, what the hell? Humans don't exist. What's going on? Or these people don't exist? What's going on? Now you tell me. Oh. Hey, welcome in, Diane. How are you? Good to see you. Now tell me. See, everything here is not exactly. It's not all evil. So it's. But I thought that was interesting with my dad saying he felt like somebody was tucking him in. So I said, well, it must have been mom, dad. If you give something attention, it may give you attention that you do not want. You are so right. Julie, how is Miss Julie today? So that's why I figured with doing this testing with the app, just to play around with it. Let it run. Don't say anything. Don't encourage anything and see what it spits out. It's giving me a list of stuff. I thought it was pretty interesting. Evil is on earth. The real monsters and demons are the living. Oh, that's so true. That is so true. Because everybody goes that, no, there's no such thing as monsters. No, there are. I consider, serial killers and people that, do things against children and all those are the monsters. Great to see you too. I'm good. Oh, good. I'm glad you're good. I never seem to get the notification for your program. And I always catch you guys at the end. Because I'll be scrolling through and say, oh, wait, they're on. And I just. But yes, that's very true. The human race, we're our own monsters. It's just. I always find that the living are much more frightening. Yeah, they are. Very frightening. Now, there's videos that I watch on YouTube. It was a show that was on a long time ago called A Haunting, and they tell these supposed true stories of people's experiences, and it always turns to, oh, there's a demonic entity here, and we need to cleanse the house. I'm thinking, oh, of course there is. Very entertaining programs, but that's what it is, just entertaining programs. That happened to me yesterday with SAG. What did I miss? What happened with SAG? Someone told me to make a record of what happened around here. Just by writing things down, it started to become more active. When I stopped, it did too. Well, yeah, like you say, I mean, you're feeding into it. You're giving it attention. Well, according to, like I said, what this thing is spitting out, they're enjoying just hanging out with me. And so I said, well, okay, that's what you say. And again, like I said, I didn't answer any of it. I'm like thinking to myself, okay. So I'll just keep track to see and how long, because I know it runs supposedly in cycles, and then it starts spitting out the certain things at a certain time in cycles when you run the app. So far, I haven't had anything that really has repeated itself, and this has been 3 days of doing this. I had something that was similar, but it wasn't the same. And the only thing that did repeat itself was one thing. It says you're not safe here. So that was said twice, but not in the same session. 2 different ones, but which I need to double check. I need to check the times because it has the times on it as well. So I think demons exist as scapegoats. It's easy to blame bad things on yeah, proving it is a different thing. Cucumbers repeat it. Oh, yeah, sometimes they do. But I enjoy a good cucumber. Maybe the power of intent. Could be. See, like I said, when you have one thing and it leads to 20 other different things and a boatload of questions, and you just get sucked into the rabbit hole. Wild animals and humans frighten me more than just about anything. Yeah, I know. I've been watching some of these things online where these uppity women get involved with wildlife, and it's usually their last thing that they do because they're stupid. We do have something in our house, and we do interact at times, but nothing seems malicious. They seem to be nice, probably most likely a residual. Yeah, could be. That's it, Pinky. Yes, cucumbers for everybody. Nothing like a good cucumber or a pickle. I'm terrible. I could eat a whole jar of pickles. Just can't stop. That and olives. And it's weird. All my cousins are the same way. We all like pickles and olives. Most of the wild animals are more scared of us, except honey badgers. Honey badgers don't give a shit. Well, they were showing these. I know. I think I mentioned it the other day where I'm watching these stuff, and these people are going on like safaris or wildlife places to see the animals, and they have a set of rules. You don't get out of the vehicle. You don't try to feed it. You don't interact with the animal. You just get your pictures, and we keep going. Well, no. Some of these women thought, well, no, I'm not going to listen to you. I paid good money, and you're trying to prevent me from getting what I want. And they get too close, and then they end up the snack. Hey, that was your stupidity. It's a wild animal. It's not, not your pet. This is a bunch of dummies. I just don't understand it. Canadian badgers are not particularly nice either. I don't think any badgers are. They're mean little stinkers. Kitty kept me awake now. She's sleeping. So go over there and thump on her head. Safari would be a dream trip with me. Yeah, but you're not going to get out and go dance with the lions, because you want a picture. I think that they need to step it up a notch, though, as far as safaris go. If you're going to do that, unfortunately, the people in the car need to be cage style so that the animals can't get at them. Excuse me, because my husband said he saw one where the lions jumped right into the vehicle with the people. Hello, you don't want that. So you need to be in an enclosed vehicle so they could still enjoy the wildlife and not become, the afternoon snack. And, they don't realize it, that they don't see us. Oh, those are people. We can't go near the people. No, you're on the menu, dude. That's just rules are there for a reason. Exactly. But they don't listen. So I don't feel sorry for them when they become a victim because they effed up. The rules aren't there to spoil your fun. They're to keep you alive. Happened in Safari Tour. Yeah, no, that's all right. I'll watch it from TV. Because everybody goes, oh, don't you ever want to go on safari? Nope, seen it on TV. And I got to walk away. Or if I want to see something, I go to the zoo. Now we have lions at our zoo, and I'm not a big advocate of keeping these poor creatures in enclosures, but A lot of them are there because they've come from like rescues or whatever, so they can't be out in the wild anyway. But you've got huge fencing and walls and stuff up. You say, "Oh, look what they're doing. They're pretty interesting." Actually, it's kind of funny and sad at the same time. Our zoo had albino peacock, beautiful animal, and she used to always wander around the zoo freely, so that you could interact with the peacock, and she was very friendly, and or he, I should say. And one day he accidentally flew into the lion enclosure. Well, you guys know what happened after that. Poor thing. Didn't stand a chance. We are food to them, not friends. Exactly. Exactly. Frustrates me when the rich assholes post pictures like that either, because they're not. That hunt is just for trophy, not for food. And we've always lived by the rule: if you shoot it, you eat it. If that's not your intention, then you've got no right to be out there shooting something just so you could have a head on the wall. I mean, come on. European badgers are gorgeous. Ours are the ugly uncle with the bad attitude. Safari's a McHuman drive-thru. Oh, that's funny. And a bunch of tourists probably smell like boiled ham. Sun, so it's hot in Africa. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no way. Excuse me. There's no way I'd do it. Oh my God. Excuse me. Chimps aside, if flinging their poo, they are so aggressive. Yeah, we have a huge monkey house at our zoo, and they have it's far away where you can't. I mean, if they throw something at you, you probably get hit, but there's a big distance between fencing and stuff so that they can't grab you or do whatever. And then if you go through the building itself, it's all glass so that people can't hurt the animal and the animal can't hurt you. Exactly. Hunting for food is fine. I disagree with hunting for trophies. Yeah, me too. I don't do the trophy thing. Even though the one deer that my husband did get one year, it was a beautiful animal, and he was excited and felt bad at the same time. But we did eat the animal, but he did keep the head as a memory. But my house isn't full of that stuff. We don't do that stuff. You talk about animals anytime you want, or nature. Of course, when he got my husband's, his first deer was in Missouri. The deer out there are beautiful. They're huge. They're so huge. And of course, after he shot it, and of course he's screaming in excitement because he got it. Perfect shot too, right through the ear. What are the chances, man? Right through the ear. And I was standing. Of course, then you got the bunch of goobers that were with us, and I'm thinking, oh, and I felt bad. I go, oh, the poor thing. And the one guy's, oh, okay, and he was being a smart ass. He goes, oh, okay, guys, a moment of silence for the deer. I go, that's right, a moment of silence. I said, because he just took his life. So you show respect to the animal. Thank you, for your sacrifice, so that you'd be on our dinner table, pretty much. But they made fun of me. I said, I don't care. It's terrible. But we did eat it, so that it didn't go to waste. Maybe one of the lions was religious and it was praying for a toy. The peacock is the ultimate cat. Oh, jeez. I'm telling that poor bird. It made the news. And my husband and I were thinking, oh, God. Could you imagine that poor bird was thinking, oh, shit, wrong cage. Didn't stand a chance, because we've got there's one male lion and then I think 3 or 4 females in there. So you got like 5 giant cats going after this poor peacock. He didn't make it. My dad used to hunt for food, kept a couple of heads, but would have been a lot after years. Yeah, I mean, you usually keep the first one, And my husband, it was a 12 pointer. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful animal. So we did have that one done. But after that, no, we didn't. It's not like we have a collection of those things because he knows I don't approve of it. He really doesn't either. And he hasn't been hunting in years now. So only because he really just doesn't have the opportunity anymore. And he's lost the taste for venison. So he doesn't, we really don't eat. If I get it from friends and, and I'll cook it up, but it's just not part of our main diet anymore. Out there it was because that's pretty much what they all ate. It was always venison something. And after a while, you get sick and tired of it. Yes, thank you. To be provided for it. Yeah. Rest in peace, peacock. I know that poor bird. But see, out there in Missouri, they own, and a lot of places, they have a different mindset where it's okay. Oh, yeah, I shot the deer. Or someone would shoot him just to shoot him, which I think is horrible. And here I am, my first hunting experience, and I'm thinking, oh, geez, I feel so bad. Can you at least give it, 2 seconds of sorrow for something you just ended its life? I mean, and these guys just had to break them on me. It's like, whatever. Like I said, I have friends who they live out in the middle of nowhere. They have a lot of property out there, and that's what they do. They hunt, but they do it for food. That's what they eat. Didn't have to hear me choking to death. I have lots of deer there. They are beautiful. And we like to go to one cemetery that we go to. Let me get a drink, guys. I'm choking to death. It's like a deer haven. There's a whole herd of them up there. Excuse me. Sorry. And we sit there, like I said, by the pond, and we bring food for the animals and sit there and drink our Dunkin' Donuts and enjoy the peace and quiet and the birds and watch the deer. And last time we brought up, I had a bunch of apples. They were getting old, so I said, "Well, let's bring them up to the deer." Well, they like apples. So. I mean, we bring stuff for the birds, the fish, and there's all kinds of stuff up there. It's Wild Kingdom, and we go up there and we feed them all. Turkeys, the turkeys run around they're hilarious. Actually, I was just talking with Leanne about that. The turkeys we got up there they're huge, but because it's nobody can hunt them there, so they just gorge themselves and grow fat and lazy. And the one year we were up there, and this is right after the deer had their babies, and I do have a photograph. I should post it where we spotted the little baby was hiding by a headstone. He was just all curled up. It was so cute. And we didn't get out of the truck because we didn't want to disturb him or have mama come after us. But I got a beautiful picture of the little baby deer. It couldn't have been more than probably a day or two old. It was so cute. The only that makes me mad is raccoons in my attic. Oh, yeah, they can make a mess. Raccoons in the attic. We have them running around here, but not that. We have more skunk than we do raccoon. And to be honest, I'd rather have the raccoons. We got the electric trap because glue traps are cruel. I feed the mice to my snake, so no waste. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like the sticky traps either. They're horrible. Um, I don't, well, we don't really, I think we had mice a couple of times, but that's because we also have, our basement has a door that's outside. And my father would leave it open in the summer and while he's working, going up in and out of the basement. So they would sneak in, once in a while. But we would, catch them and get rid of them. Those glue traps are just, those are so they are cruel. I had to sanitize and fix the attic, cost thousands of dollars. Yeah, because they do some damage. Oh, it's good there that they can't get in now. Well, see, this is what they saying here, because I hear things in the attic. Oh, it's got to be raccoons or squirrels. No, they can't get in there. Um, we had a bird in there once because the window was open, but there's no way for them to get in. So I have to, check that off the list. I'm on the second floor. There's no way that a raccoon is going to get up in there, and we have no holes for them to get in. So wasps, yeah, that's what we would get wasps, and besides anything else. Actually, we had a bumblebee's nest in our porch. Fat little things drilled a hole in the edge of the porch there, and we had to spray that. Sorry, bees. I'm not sitting out there and getting stung by giant bumblebees. So we've been spraying that to get rid of that nest. But otherwise, I don't like to bother any of them. I mean, they got just as much right as we do, as long as they're not destroying the house. I'm unfairly biased against wasps. I'm allergic. Oh, geez. Well, see, that's what I was wondering because a few years back I got tore up by bumblebees. I didn't know. I was doing landscaping and I didn't know that there was a nest underneath the dirt that I was working in. And as I'm pulling stuff out and going through, and I'm thinking, "Ow, what the hell's sticking me?" It was sticking me, and then I realized I look down and I see giant bumblebees flying up my shorts and my shirt. I was stripping naked in the yard, running into the house, screaming, "Ah, bees!" I must have got stung about 6 times, but it was like it didn't hurt like normal stings. I don't know. It just didn't really hurt. It was like being stuck with a needle. And so now I'm thinking, great. Now, if I get stung again, am I going to be allergic? Because I don't know. So I keep my fingers crossed I don't get stung. Probably not. I mean, I don't think 6 stings are too bad. You'd be surprised on how animals can find their way into your homes. Oh, I know. But I also look at it this way. If it was an animal, you would hear it all the time. Because if that's where they're going to make a home, they're going to be in there every day. In and out, you'd hear that. We don't have that here. So, and we've looked. There's no droppings. There's no, like I said, there's no holes for an entryway for them to get in. The only reason that the mouse made it up towards the attic was because it was going in the walls from the basement. Now, if you get in the basement and you could travel up, at one point you could. We just had the house insulated last year, so there's no way now. We had that blow-in stuff put in, so there's no way they can get through that. So if there was anything in there, it unfortunately was buried. Hey, adventurers, how's it going? Good morning, good morning. Hornets when I was young. My foot swelled up like a balloon for a week. Oh, that must have been awful. No, you wouldn't hear them all the time. I don't know, Julie. I mean, because it's like I said, and we checked through the whole thing. If there's no sign of, like I said, animal waste or activity. Believe me, I've crawled through that whole attic. It's just, and I've done that because of insulating and stuff like that. So it's, there would be waste. There would be something. Chewing on stuff. Nothing's chewed on. Nothing is disturbed. So that's why I pretty much take out of the equation squirrel or raccoon. Like I said, there was one time a bird did make it in. But otherwise, yeah, it's just the only thing up there is dust, cobwebs, occasional spider, and a bunch of boxes of crap that we don't need. Which eventually, it's amazing the junk you accumulate, you know. And but my husband and my son were guilty of that. If they didn't want it anymore, they stuck it in the attic. So yeah, I got a pile of shit up there that I need to get rid of. Just gonna get a dumpster and throw it all out the window. Oh, well, thank you very much, Adventures. Let me give you a thank you. You get a yeehaw. Ah, man down, man down. Shit, I hit that. Sorry about that, guys. I cut that short. We got to do it again. Thank you, thank you. And I'm hoping it scared the shit out of everybody. The camera, phone fell down on the keyboard, turned the camera on. Scared the crap out of everybody. I got baby rabbits underneath my deck. Oh, baby rabbits. I've dealt with animals, wild animals, for a very long time. You'd be surprised. Lauren or nighty. That would scare the shit out of everybody. Hair not done, nothing done. Not yeehaw. It's like, oh shit. Oh, I know. Yeah, no, I know. And if there's an animal has a will, there's a way. But like I said, if there was any sign, animal sign, then yeah, I would say okay, then we've got animal issue. But there's no animal sign whatsoever. So I just checked that off the list. Watching you on the TV and phone. Oh God! So she got a double whammy of old hag and I have clouds on my robe. Pomp and half is blame. I put everybody to sleep, I guess. Well, they could be a good thing or a bad thing. It all depends. I'm doing better now that I'm home for Paracon convention at Penhurst. Oh, how was that? Oh no, you suffered from heat exhaustion, but it was worth it. Oh, jeez. I know I think we're in for a rough summer this year, guys. I've been paying attention. Like my husband always pays attention to weather patterns and all that. My husband missed his calling. He should have been a weatherman because he is always dead on. But we're going to be experiencing a super El Nino this season. So that means it's going to be probably over 100 degrees here and very humid. So, oh my God, I don't even want to think about it. Bill Hague tried to steal your coffee. Oh no. Oh no. Never, Leanne. Laura's been good to me. Oh, Sarah, I heard Paracon wasn't great. Yeah, what? Oh, how did it go? What? You gotta let us know. How did it go? Good morning, V team. Good morning. You had an awesome weekend too. It was fun, Laura. I got to hug from Twin Paranormal. Oh my God. Oh, they are so sweet, and they were all. I wanted to meet. Annabelle Warren Museum was something. Holy cow! Ghost animals must exist. People goes. I think they do too. To be honest, um, there are too many people out here that have actually had experiences and visits from old pets. I mean, like even Leanne had said, talked about it on the show there, where she believes that she has a kitty that's hanging around. You know, why not? I'm glad you had a good time adventures. It was I've never been to a Paracon. I don't know. I just never had the urge to go to one, even though I think it would be cool. But we don't have them. We don't have any of those here close by where I am. So I would have to travel a long ways, and that's the problem. I can't travel far. So now, see, when I go and streak across Leanne's lawn, I teleport, so she doesn't. I have a portal I could go through, and it's quick, and I'm out of there. It wasn't too bad. I had fun, but the heat. Oh yeah, that's just awful. Just sorry about that part, but I'm glad you had a good time. At my other house, I had a ghost cat. Yeah, I've heard people saying where they've had experiences where they a cat or a dog, which is pretty interesting. I think it was my kitties that passed. Could be, could be. I made a lot of new friends there. Oh, good. If we had something that was local, I would definitely go, just to experience it and meet other investigators. Actually, there's my sister's neighbor does paranormal stuff, and I still have yet to meet him. I'd like to maybe get together with him, maybe do something, but we haven't had a chance to cross paths. But as far as any like paracons, I think it's great when people go. You're showing support, and you get to see what other people are doing and what they're up to, and their opinions about equipment and investigations and locations. That's great, but like I said, they're always too far from me, so I miss out. I get to hear about it from everybody else. I've been to a couple of small paragons. Oh, have you? Were they local, Julie, or just see? They don't have stuff like that here. Actually, my friend Carol, who just lost her cat Susie, can feel her on her bed at night, and Carol has had other signs of Susie's presence. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Now, when my son and his girlfriend were staying with us, um, she said that when she was in bed one night, she said she felt like something had sat on the bed, and she looked up and there was nothing there, and she could feel the movement on the mattress. So I don't know if that was someone or something. And she told me about it, and I go, "I don't worry about it. You're all right." So it's It could have been, maybe it was our old cat, my son's old cat. Who knows? The person I really wanted to meet said she wanted $80 for an autograph, $100 for a selfie. I was like, oh heck no. It was Alice from Twilight Saga. Oh yeah, she goes to all the Paracons. Some people believe animal spirits can progress to be incarnated into human spirits. What are people's takes on that? Ah, good question. At least this one was in your state, Laura. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were about 2 to 3.5 hours away. Yeah, see, I can't travel that far. No, put it this way: I can sit in the vehicle for that amount of time. I just can't get out. So won't do me much good if I travel all the way and I have to get sitting in the truck because I can't get out. I can't move. Legs don't work. Nothing. It's just horrible. They have cons or everything Paracon con even for yeah, they do. I've been hearing a random dog when I'm half asleep, half awake. Interesting. Yeah, I felt the cat lay next to me. Oh, as far as more like a changeling type of a deal is what you're talking about, Pomp. I don't know. Ooh. Message coming in on secured channel. Sorry. Oh, it was an update about. Oh, geez, I don't know if you guys are into NASCAR stuff, but Kyle Busch, NASCAR driver, passed away unexpectedly. What a shame. Young man, young family, and he's gone. So, guys, take advantage of each day. Tomorrow's never promised. People who want money for autographs, I think, are too high on themselves. They are famous because of fans. You are so right. How could you charge for an autograph? That is so ridiculous. But see, this thing, the girl that played Alice in Twilight, she hasn't done anything since then. So that's what I heard. She goes around to all the Paracons, and apparently her career is tanked. So that's how she makes her money. But I wouldn't pay her. I'd pay $100 for a picture or in her autograph. Give me a break. I mean, I enjoyed her character, but I ain't paying for that. A lot of famous people do that though. They charge for autographs or photos. Give me a break. Right, Pump, why I met Victoria from Twilight is she was fun to meet. Oh, wasn't that Victoria? Isn't that what you call its daughter? Oh God, I can't think. Ron Howard's daughter. Isn't that who that is? Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, it is stupid. You're paying for somebody to write their name? Really? I mean, come on. I think that's right. Good grift. Yeah, exactly. Julie, I could see covering the cost of the picture, but that should be good enough. Oh yeah, but $100. I mean, you're doing a selfie. It's not like they're paying for film or anything. You're doing it on your phone. I was at her D, hard you out of work, huh? Yeah. Victoria's the one who wanted to kill Bella. Yeah, that's because they had two different ones. They changed it. The original Victoria, I don't know that actress's name, but the second one in the other films was Ron Howard's daughter. She played a good part. she's a good actress. I think she was also the one that played in oh God, The Village. I think she was in that movie as well. She's been in a few movies. Good actress. Oh, my daughter got a signed photograph. Nice. Then you get Keanu Reeves, no sense of self-importance with him, humility and compassion. Yes, I know. Isn't he just? He's a rock star. He's a great person. Now that's somebody I would like to meet. You know, it's just a job to him. He just, you go to work on the subway. You just, you're hanging out with everybody, just like you're just a regular person. Ron Howard's daughter, Bryce Dallas Howard and Paige Howard. Yeah, I think it's Bryce, the one that plays Victoria. I met some people who also watch your stuff a lot, Laura. Did you? Oh my God, really? Well, I'm famous. I didn't think anybody in any of those things would watch what I do. Oh my God, that's so cool. Good morning, Wayne. So, did they say I sucked? Well, isn't that something? I've just hit Subway. Oh yeah, rub it in. I don't even. I haven't eaten yet. I'm waiting for the dizzy spell to start. Keep drinking coffee. I had to take an old baseball and say, yeah, I'll give you $100 if you could sign Mickey Mantle. There you go. There you go. Bryce Howard was in The Village. Yeah, I love The Village. I love that movie. So yeah, I think she's the one who also played Victoria in the second parts of the. Uh, no, they didn't, Laura. They didn't. They didn't like what I was doing, or they didn't. Oh, bummer. Or they just didn't say. I can't get my head around how people get so involved in movies or characters. They only characters, not real people, but go super crazy. Just yeah, I know. Well, it does. It goes their head. That is cool. It is way cool. I didn't, like I said, I didn't think that anybody paid attention to little old me. Oh, hopefully they like something that I'm doing. I do my best. The Village wasn't a bad movie, not scary at all. No, I don't. It wasn't, but I really just liked it, and I liked all the actors in it. I just Paracon convention. I hardly ate anything because it was 100 degrees where I was. Oh yeah, and you don't want. It's just too hot. Too hot. She was Elton's mom in Rocket Man. Oh, was she? Okay. We'll say she. Yeah, she was in a lot of movies. I like her. She's a good actress. Of course, I like Ron Howard too. Ron Howard's very talented. He's put out some really good movies. Is it me or is Laura breaking up? Oh, I hope not. I cried when Maggie Smith died on Downton. Oh, I did too. I love Downton Abbey. I love it. I own the set. I watch it anytime I can get. I loved her character. I just don't have much of an outside life. My oldest brother looks like Ron Howard. Oh, does he? But Maggie Smith didn't die, Heather. Her character did. Well, no, Maggie just passed recently. Pump. She's no longer with us. One hell of a lady. Ron Howard is a legend. Yeah, he is. Very talented. Don't feel bad. When Spock died on Star Trek, I cried like a baby. You grow up watching these characters and you get sucked into it. And then when they killed him off in the one movie, I'm like, oh no. Yeah, cried like a baby. Blur's breaking up with us. Oh, never, never. I'm here as long as you guys put up with me. And apparently I'm famous now because I was mentioned at Paracon. So it's $100, per show, guys. You gotta cough it up. That's just insane. 73, I uploaded more on the workhouse with the history and its description. There is no buts. A fictional character neither lives nor dies. Really, they're fictional. It is, but you get sucked in. Like I said, like I grew up watching Star Trek, so I'm total Trekkie, and I wear it proud. And when they killed off Spock, I bawled. I was like, oh my god, oh no, no, no. Just like in the Titanic movie. What made me cry in that movie was the old couple laying in the bed together, hugging each other while the ship was going down. And then the mother putting her kids to bed. Oh, I cried terrible. My husband's looking at me. I said, well, come on, it's sad. They know they have no chance of living. So, oh, it's just awful. Just sad. I will check with them, Julie. Do it tonight at work. More time. I need to catch up on your stuff after a good start. Watching everything you've posted, I've been slacked. Apology. We're all playing catch up, Pop, all of us. If you can get a hold of English TV, watch A Woman of Substance 2026, filmed in Yorkshire and filmed in our town hall. Oh, cool. Did anybody like supernatural TV series? My hubby was into Star Trek. Oh, I watch everything Star Trek. I love it. I cried every time I watched that. Yeah, it was so sad. When Champ died and Bambi's mom. Oh, that we won't tell. We won't tell. Everybody's got their thing when because you get so engrossed in the movie, or if you're watching a series, and it's one of your favorite characters, and it's like they become part of your family, and then when they pass in the series or whatever, it's rough. Actually, my husband and I were just talking about that. Like I said, they come up with the news with Kyle Busch passing away, and I have a friend of ours that she loves NASCAR racing. She called up her mother crying. And if she's never met the man, but she was devastated to hear of his passing, which is a shame. I mean, he was only 41 and a young child. So it was very unexpected. And I said the same thing when Princess Diana passed away. Oh, I cried terrible. I cried terrible because I follow the royal family and I liked Diana. And when she passed, oh, I cried. It was awful. I cried when Dumbledore. Oh, yep. And when Hazel died in The Winds of the Willows, basically, I'm a crier. I just wanted you to know about the history I found. I have been in so much pain. I haven't been able to go anywhere else. So it's the weather affecting you pretty rough, Julie. Of course, Julie, you got to do a lot of traveling. That doesn't help either. I'm going to reboot. I'm hearing really bad breaking up. Oh, okay. Yeah, because everybody else says it's good, Pomp. So reboot. Good morning, Roger. How are you? Just in case you're wondering where I am, I'm over on the Santa Pod channel watching live drag racing. Oh, live drag racing. Great. Diane died on your birthday? Oh. Check out the movie called Bank of Dave. Such a funny movie, filmed mainly in Leeds. And a lot of it was filmed in one of my locals. Cool. They always film all kinds of movies here. And it's funny how I find out years later there's a lot of famous people that are from my area. I was like, you go. Shit. I mean, most of them are from Syracuse, but I mean it's not too far from me. Well, we hope you have a good weekend too, adventures. I don't know why I say that. I should say Sarah, but it's just say it as as I'm reading it. I know it's cheesy, but I missed that show, Quantum Leap. Oh, I loved Quantum Leap. Oh my god, it was such a good show. Maybe that's why I don't even watch television anymore because they don't have good shows like that anymore. All the stuff they have on TV today stinks. It's all that, real lives of some stupid housewives and some other kind of crap. I don't know. Those people don't know what problems are. Give me a break. Excuse me. They have no idea what real life problems are. Oh, I couldn't get my Mercedes in the color I wanted. Oh, that's a terrible problem. Quantum Leap was great. Shame about the final episode. I'm talking about the original Quantum because did they do an updated version? That I didn't want nothing to do with it because I like Scott Bakula, and I love the original series. And yeah, I didn't like the way they ended it, but we can't control anything. You know how that is. The ratings went out. We get nothing. We get screwed. They don't care what anybody wants. We had good shows now, real life crap. Yeah, it's all stinks. I don't like any of it. Patrick Stewart is Yorkshire man, born in Huddersfield. Is that how you say that? I love Patrick Stewart. Love me some Captain Picard. Love it, love it. Actor who played Will in it from Will and Grace. Oh, yep, yep. I like him too. There's a lot of people I know that don't have cable anymore because it sucks. Hey, Admit, there she is, back again. Welcome back in. Oh, right, Laura, poor things. Okay, I'm missing what you're commenting on. What did I say that you commented on? I'm lost. I'm lost. Oh no, okay, now I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know. That's why I watched when they first come out. I think it was the Real Housewives of oh god, the California one or something like that. And I'm thinking, boy, these people make millions of dollars a year. They live in multi-million-dollar homes. They're heartbroken because they can't get their fingernails done that day. How about the Real Housewives of Harlem? How about seeing the struggles that real people have to go through? Like, how they're going to feed their kids that day. That's a problem. Or how they're going to pay their bills. That's a problem. I haven't watched TV in years. Yeah, me neither, Julie. Me neither. And I always get, phone calls, from the local, cable provider. Oh, we'll give you this great deal. No, I don't care. You give me, I got 500, 600 channels, and it's all the same garbage. There's nothing out there I want to look at. So I'm either watching something on YouTube or I'm watching something on Netflix or, it's just not worth it for me. I think that show was interesting, just like Sliders was because it was different every time. Yeah. The one that I also used to enjoy, and I'm not into the zombie thing, was uh, Santa Clara Diet. I thought that was hilarious. And they axed it because they gave the budget money to a different show. And oh my God, it was so funny. Same thing, The Witcher. I love The Witcher. But then when they changed up and got rid of Cavill and switched it, that's when I stopped watching it because they killed it for me because of the change in character. Yeah, that's what most of us are doing, Betty. We're watching the free channels. Yeah, you're right, Wayne. Yeah, YouTube. I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. Oh, you loved it too? The Witcher. I love The Witcher. I have Witcher figurines. Um, but I liked it that he stood his ground. He wanted to stick to original content of the books, and they weren't doing that. They were changing it, so that's why he left. And good, bravo to him. And nothing against the guy. I forgot who it is they picked. What is it? Oh God, I can't think of his name. I enjoy him too, but when you have a certain character set in your head and then they swap it out, it's not the same. It's just it ruins it for me. We wouldn't have cable except the roommate gets it. He has it on all the time. He's awake. Yeah, there's nothing on there. Even my husband doesn't watch it. And when he wants to watch, because every now and then he'll watch NASCAR stuff, but he can get that on YouTube. So you get all of the important parts of the race on YouTube, and then you're done. You don't spend the whole freaking day watching a bunch of guys drive around in a circle. I used to tease him all the time about that. And then he usually would fall asleep, and then when he'd wake up, I'd break his chops and say, "Oh God, you missed a great crash." It was like he'd be like, "What? Oh yeah, it was terrible. 20 cars." Anything to wind him up. Always a good time for me. I hear Netflix have accepted that they ruined Witcher and that they are now in talks with Cavill in view to getting. Oh, have they? Oh, yummy on that. Like I'm saying, it's nothing against the other guy because I like the other guy too, but that's not his character. Cavill made that character. It's just, and not for nothing, he's freaking hot. My God, is he hot? And it's such a nice guy. He really is. I was in Santa Clara last week and I was thinking of that show. I love that show. It was freaking hilarious. The talking zombie head that they had in a vase in the basement. Oh my God, it's just freaking hilarious. I would rather listen to a book podcast or YouTube most days. Yeah, I watch everything on YouTube. And, I always look up stuff. I was looking up stuff last night on how to build something, and with the wood that I got laying around in the yard. So the two Darrens. Yeah, I think people won't notice when they swap. Yeah, they think people won't notice when they swap out main characters. Oh, well, they're hoping you don't notice. I don't give a shit if they got the same costumes on or whatever. It's the voice, it's the actions, it's the mannerisms. You're gonna notice. Netflix is probably learning that they're no longer the only one in a game. And yeah, again, that's right. They're not. They have big competition. And I've heard say, that they're thinking that YouTube is going down that path as well, where they're moving more towards that end of entertainment. Hopefully, it doesn't destroy us small content creators in the process. But I do. I watch a lot of shows, documentaries. I enjoy the documentaries. Yeah, Leanne, you're totally right. The two Darrens. Yeah, I mean, who couldn't tell the difference on that? Come on. I don't watch cable much anymore. I'm either watching YouTube or spending my time outside with nature. Yeah, I just well, I spent a lot of time online because research for the magazine and trying to find new guests for the show, and I send out stuff, and one thing that kind of ticks me off is I send out messages to people to see if they want to be interviewed, and I get nothing in response. I mean, come on, guys, just be courteous. If you don't want to be on the show, write me back and tell me to piss off, or you don't have time. Don't just not answer me. But I have a rule. I've asked 3 times, and if I get no response, then okay, you're done. Because obviously you don't want to be bothered by me, so I move on. But I mean, it's just common courtesy. Message me back saying, no, thank you, but no. And then that's fine. I won't bother you anymore. Just like with, there was one guy I tried to get on who does a lot of work in cemeteries. And he was polite and he says, thank you, but I really don't have the time. So there, see? Okay, thank you very much. That's not going to stop me from watching his programming. He just doesn't have the time, and I understand that. Just in time for the finish, but no longer hearing the worst stuttering ever. Oh, okay. So at least oh God, we're already at the 2-hour mark. Make the leap of faith and have me on as a guest. Oh, someday, Pomp, someday. Wait, Lord, no was an option? No, not for you, Leanne. You had no choice. You had to come on. You had to be here so that I could put you to sleep. How I wouldn't want to miss out on the opportunity to make you go to sleep. Excuse me. People are very rude these days. Yeah, they are. And actually, I have reached out to some people because I figured, well, what the hell, give it a try to see if they would be interested to come on so that we could ask questions like Jack Osborne. He does a paranormal program. I sent a letter, never replied. The other one, Dalen. Dalen, there he does cemetery stuff, the communication season. I'd love to have these people on just so we could ask questions. I'm not saying attack the person or treat them like shit, but just so that we could get it out there, get some answers out of these people. So, but no, got no response whatsoever. And him, I contacted a couple of times. Sorry, that's what I thought. That's right. You have no choice, Leanne. None whatsoever. Julie Nas, we're trying to have some fun here, but I hope you never. But I hope never to offend. Dalen Spratt. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I messaged him twice. I wanted to get him on. I wanted to see what he had to say. But you know what it is? I know the reason they say no or they don't answer is because they're afraid you guys are going to tear them up. So I get it. Maybe someday I'll luck out, though. Hey, I'm willing to put it out there. Come on. Jack Osborne will probably turn his. Yeah, that's what I think that's what it was. I'm not big enough for him. So, whatever. Hey, you don't know until you try, right? Don't know until you try. So, okay, guys, it's at the 2-hour mark. I've got to get something to eat because I'm starting to get a little lightheaded and I don't want to pass out on you guys. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. And we will see you on Sunday. We'll do the miniature catch up. Thanks, everybody, for your support. I really appreciate it. And as always, the great chat. You guys are the best. Until then, guys, have a great weekend. Try not to overdo. And I will see you soon.